Hashtag current situation. Saying something without saying anything at all. Die style. So tonight we will be just touching on certain issues regarding the political education that our people really need in the current situation. Die style. So we have our local leadership here in Tshwane as well as Ward 43 representing to educate the masses. So leaders.
Ek is Roman van Ward 43, Youth League Chairperson.
Ek is Engel Singh, Head of Elections for City of Tshwane.
Pauline Miller, BEC.
Alain Belakistan, Elections, Ward 43.
Right, so there you have it. Ons het nie net enige iemand hier nie. Ons het die myn mense daar waar het saak maak. Die style. So ons wil net sekere issues net vinnig address because I know since the last elections, the last NPE 2024 elections, national, provincial elections that we had on the 29th of Mackenzie, a lot of people have asked us a lot of questions in regards to what is going to happen here in Ward 43. So ons gaan sommer vinnig jump hier na ons panel toe. Yeah, we will be educating the masses, now in the real school of politics, because we say that we will come and change the face of politics as we bring the heart of politics and not the art of politics. Die style. So Leader Ingo, kan jy net asseblief net vir die mense net die difference explain between the NPE and the LGE wat ons gehad het?
Okay, thank you, Councillor. In 2021, we had our local government election, which we voted on 2 ballots, one on the PR ballot and one on the ward. The PA narrowly lost Ward 43 to the DA. So that's why the DA ward councillor retained his seat by a margin of about 100 votes. In 2024, the national government elections, we voted for national and provincial. And so the votes in Easters registered in favor of the Patriotic Alliance, but it doesn't mean that the councillor will be changed. It just means that the PA will have representation in Parliament and on the provincial legislature. So at the moment we have representation in Parliament, we have representation in the provincial legislature, and we have representation on local government level in many municipalities. So we will have to wait until 2026 to contest in the local government election of 2026, and then we will have an opportunity to win the ward outright, and the PA will then have the ward councillor.
Thank you very much, Leader. So ja, nee, kyk as julle nou nog die verstaan nie, dan weet ek nie wat gaan julle verstaan nie, because dit is soos wat dit is. So ons het ook virgins in politics soos ons hierso. Welkom Leader Roman. Kan jy net vir die youth explain? Since you joined politics, how has it been? How has the journey been for you?
Okay, dankie Councillor. Die journey, het nice dit het mooi begin, maar soos ons almal weet, like politics is nie pap en vlees nie. En vanaf as jy 'n virgin voter is en as jy 'n virgin in politics is dit nie, is nie easy nie. It's nie 'n joyride nie. Like jy kry obstacles, jy kry different parties waar jy wil approach en waar jy wil afdruk. So vir my, sover was het alright, maar ek het my challenges, voornaam like mense wil weet wat dit gebeur nou met die 29ste Mei, met die elections, baie wil vir like fasie werk, hoekom is Debbie nie ons councillor nie, en soos Leader Engel gesê het, like, dit was national en provincial voters. So as mense wil 'n change in, like 2026 election, vote via PA as jy wil 'n change in. Van, soos ek hoor, almal is moe van ANC nie, ANC DA, maar al wat ek vra is die youth, vanam die youth. Ek weet baie van julle het die kans gekry om te vote, van julle is nie geregister nie. So, as jy wil register, ek sal in die Poor Mitigation Group 'n poster gooi. Jy kan na my toe kom, jy kan met my kom, laat ek jou register om te vote in 2026 election, local election, om my change te maak. Want aangezien ons allemaal change so, moet ons die difference is om my change te maak in die eerste is. In Ward 43. Dank je.
Dank je, Solide Roman. Yeah, now we say that we need to teach them young what we learn a little bit older in life. So ons is baie bly vir ons youth wat ook nou opstaan en seker maak dat hulle stemme ook count, because Malcolm X once said that the pen is mightier than the sword. Die style. So ek gaan nou vinnig net daar so na Leader Napoleon toe spring. Hy is 'n oud hand hier in Eersterus. Ja nee, kyk, hy was al op various organizations en hy weet wat happen on the ground. So Leader Naps, since we changed and we really understood that everything is politics, explain it asseblief vir Eersterus residents. Hoekom dit belangrik is om regtig op te staan, soos wat ons jong leader nou ge-explain het. Hoekom is dit regtig nodig vir ons om almal op te staan en seker te maak om 2026 ons votes te cast en seker te maak dat we are the change that we basically want to see here in Port.
Thank you, Councillor. It's an honor to be on the show, just to learn our fellow communities. 1994, it happened that when Nelson Mandela was released from prison, and we know the first election that Western Cape, Eastern Cape went full out to vote for the ANC so that they can rule the country. And you know the saddest part of that our people haven't focused. They haven't really come to a point that they haven't choose our people. And I'm talking about colored people. I want to show you, this is not a racist thing, but I want to show you where this thing come in, that our colored people was left behind. 1994 elections het gebeur. Wat gebeur? Nelson Mandela het president geraak. Onze colored mense wat gewoond in Western Cape, they went full out for ANC. Eastern Cape full out in ANC. Maar daar was nie een leier. Toe die mense vra maar waar is onze leiers, van ons het gewoond vir die ANC. There was only one leader that stand up, and we know it was that Indian guy, Rushil, if I can recall it better than that. Now I want to tell the people why we have changed the ground in the narrow, why you must come out as the local to come and vote for the PA. I'm going to talk about the PA, I'm not going to put something else. The fact of the matter is, too long het ons gesit op ons sitplekke, nie geëk nie, en ek praat met ouers, pa, ma, kinders, skoonseens, skoondokters. Now is the time to prepare ourselves. Remember, we have done it in national and in province. Yes, we have voted for locally. As Ingle had just missed that thing, but locally, we have voted for locally. But that doesn't mean that Benjamin has been changed, as Debbie must have taken over. But that is a formality that have happened. But we are here now to work, as we know PA have taken, I will say, 90% in Port. But I want to go further than that, that you must register yourself. If you can't register, try to get one of the PA members, like myself, Singh, Lalaine, Roman, Councillor, all our leaders, to go register, because it's very important. You can't go and vote if you're not registered. And we wanted each and every member or person that stay in Ward 43, go register you so that we can make the change. We want change, but we can't make change because we are not there as a councillor. We got a PR councillor. But I want to go further than that to say what we have done in Ward 43. We haven't only signed people up, we have registered people. Now that was the key, because you can sign 1,000 people up and only 2 can go register. And please, people, don't say last minute your ID is not right. We are there to help you even to go make an ID if you haven't got the ID. I'm talking each and every person that haven't got the ID. children on school, if you are 16, you can make an ID. It's important that you make your ID so that you can come and raise yourself to go vote for PA, because there's no other party. We're already national, we're in province, we want to go deeper in local so that you can have more councillors. But I want to go further than that, councillor, if you allowed me that. Tshwane, if we can really, in all the wards that we are, can get 3,500 members that are registered to vote, we can have one PR councillor. Compare if you have 7 regions, you've got 107 wards, and we can focus on the strongholds that we are there. We can easily have 50 councillors, peer councillors of councillors, if I can say that, in Tshwane, because we don't need only for Ward 43 that we can win, but we want to try to do it in entire Tshwane, and we got the medicine for it. If you allowed us to can help in each and every ward that is there, 107 wards in the different regions, we can do that, and we can 3,500 people that we can register to vote, but be in the face of the people. Keep that 3,005. When it comes to voting, you will get that. That is my thing for Ward 43. Go vote still. What we have done with the ANC, DA, and all other parties, let me do it 2026. Salute.
Right, thank you very, very much, Leader Naps. Terwyl Leader Naps nou daar gepraat het toe maak en nou sommer laat iets anders nou spark. So Leader Ingle, ek hoop jy is nou reg, né? In terms van die totals wat ons nodig het, né? En soos wat Leader Naps nou ge-explain het, die totals wat ons nodig het across the board for Tshwane. Because remember, if you don't know, hashtag, if you didn't know, now you know, die style. Daar's 107 wards hier in Tshwane. So ons het maar een van die 107 seats currently. So as ons regtig 'n concerted effort maak in al die wards waar ons representation en leadership het, is die kanse baie groot dat ons meer seats 2026 kan kry op ward level as well as PR level. So ken jy wiskunde? Kan jy net asseblief net
Yes. All right, Councillor. Yes, look, City of Tshwane is 107 wards, but we have 214 councillors, of which the first 107 are your ward councillors, elected first past the post, so which means in that ward, the one who has the highest votes becomes the ward councillor. But because we have a proportional system or election or voting system, the IEC takes into account how many people have voted for the other parties as well. So that's where the PR seats come in. That's why the PA has got one PR seat. So in order for the PA to get more PR seats in the City of Tshwane, our target should be conservatively in every ward outside of Ward 43. If we can garner at least 400 votes per ward in 100 wards, let's not take my maths to the limit, but 100 wards would give us 40,000 votes. And then if Eerstrus can give us at least 5,000 or 6,000 votes, which is over 50% of the vote for us, then we'll be sitting comfortably with 45,000 votes, which can give us about 8 councillors. If we have 8 councillors, the City of Tshwane, in order to run the City of Tshwane, you need 107 plus 1, which is 108. The DAF currently got a coalition going with 109 votes against an opposition of 105 votes, of which we, the PA, form part of the opposition. So you can see if we were to get 8 or 9 PR seats, we would swing the pendulum in favor of whoever we decide to go with. And that's the strategy that the PA has followed since we started. We aim to be kingmaker in municipalities, as we've aimed in the national and provincial governments too. And that's our strategy, because obviously we don't have the numbers yet. We're a growing party. We just celebrated our 10th year of existence. If you compare that with the Democratic Alliance or even the ANC, you can see how well we've done over the period that we have been in politics. Yeah, so I think, Councillor, to answer the question, we need a solid win in Ward 43, Eerstrus, our base, and then we need to infiltrate all the other wards, the 106 wards, mostly ANC wards, and DA wards, the split is about 68 against about say 49 or, yeah, 40, 68 is 108, 39 against about 60, yeah. So to get some votes in those wards will give us the PR seats. So that's what we're aiming for. So if we get 500-600 votes per ward, we're doing great. As an example, in the national election now in Silverton, we managed to get in Ward 41, we had 400 votes from just a small effort in the ward. The DA won the ward by 80%, but it still doesn't matter because we would get those numbers on our PR side, and that would give us an opportunity to have a say in local government, as Action SA did in the previous local government election. They got 19 PR seats. Nobody else has won a ward except the ANC and the DA. So we can get in with Ward 43 and the PR seats in all the other wards.
Thank you very much. So, ja nee, julle het nou gehoor, ons is al 10 years in existence, maar kom ons spring gou na een van die leaders toe wat die ding gehelp begin het hier in die poort in, Leader Lyn. Can you please just give us a quick history lesson in terms of when you joined and you know, the progress that have been made since you joined and where we are currently at?
Okay, good evening all. Thank you, Councillor. Thank you for having us on the show. Okay, basically, I started in 2014 when I was given a call from someone from the East Rand. Said they'd like to start this party off in city of Tshwane, and would I be able to help them grow? Basically, I had no idea, any cooking clue of politics. But basically what they explained to me is just get the right people, get them set up. After everything is set up, at least if we can get the civic center filled with at least 50 to 100 people, the press will come out, he'll come speak to the people and he'll explain exactly what it is. Right, basically, jumping ahead of time, got a few people, we started working the ground. That's where Leader Ingle and them came in, all our local guys that were all in politics, everybody came in and together we made it a team effort. We participated in the 2016 elections. Our numbers were quite good. But unfortunately after voters there, I think people were playing it safe and we didn't do that well. But what I can say, from that time to now, we've grown rapidly. I think, as everybody knows, we're the fastest growing party in the SA. And it's basically simple. There's a party that's speaking for our needs. We've always been left behind. We've never been included in anything, and here's this party that speaks for the needs of us, that knows how our communities work, what our needs in the communities are, what the struggles are. So it's simple. All we need is, they say there's power. Yes, we do want power. We need power to bring change. And if people vote for us and give us that opportunity, I guarantee you there's change. If you see the change that's happening now with our seats in Parliament now, there's already rapid change in communities that's happening. So if Eerstrus people can also take that faith and put it in us, I'm sure you'll see the rapid change in Eerstrus.
Yeah. So, yeah, now, hey, you didn't know, now you know. So is een van die gevallen. So ek wil nou gou weer vinnig net jump na Leader Ingle toe. Ek hoop hy is reg. So Leader Ingle is die ou wat vir my gegooi het hier waar ons vandag is in politics, because ek het nooit in politics geoperate nie. I was always apolitical. En die was die man wat gekom het met 'n plan om te sê #you must come to this side. So ek leer elke dag nog baie in the real school of politics, ons leer nog elke dag baie. Maar Leader Ingle sê net vir mense wat nou soos ek was, né, wat nog nooit in politics in belang gestel het nie, wat finally verstaan het that everything is politics. die mind shift of die mindset change wat moet gedoen word to be able to operate in politics.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor. Yeah, look, politics is life. Life is politics. If you say you're not interested in politics, then you're not interested in life. Because politicians make the rules of life. They decide on how much we get taxed. They decide on our rates and levies, our water and lights. They decide where money is spent, and it's our money that's being spent to provide services for us as a community, to provide services for our future, our children, the youth. So it's important to get involved in politics. It's important to know why you're voting. It's important to know who you're voting for, and to hold those people accountable when you voted for them. So that's part of why you should be involved in politics. But as Leader Roman said, politics is a harsh game. You know, there are no permanent friends and no permanent enemies in politics, as is seen with the GNU that's just been formed now. The ANC and the DA swore they will never get together, and as soon as the election was over, they got together. But that is so that they can each have a portion of the country or a portion of the portfolios to then share the resources. So it's all about resource. It's all about getting as much as you can get for the people you represent. And in City of Tshwane in Ward 43, Councillor, when I approached you, I met you in 2016 already. I was planning on leaving the party that I was with, and I met you on Youth Day. And I thought, okay, this person will make a good councillor, this person will be able to present herself well, you'll be able to face the media. And so it was a plan that time. Unfortunately, we lost contact, and I think in 2019 we made contact again. And through a friend that both of us share, Estelle, we got the opportunity to entice you, and make you see that this is the way to go. And we are glad that this has happened, and that you've taken to politics like a duck to water. And yeah, you got to keep going. We have to, because we are fighting for resources. And then just on the City of Tshwane as such, you know, for the last 3 ward councillors before the 2016 election, we had DA ward councillors in the City of Tshwane for Ward 43, but we had an ANC executive, which is a tough ask when you're a councillor in opposition, because when you're in opposition you have to go and beg for anything you want. But in 2016 we had a change. The executive belonged to the DA, and we have a DA councillor in Yestras. But it would seem we're even getting less now. We're getting less even though the executive is in the DA and the councillor's DA. And that's bad. It's an indictment on the councillor's performance. I think the councillor should do much more for us. The mayor should do much more for Yestras or Ward 43. Ward 43 is a key ward in the City of Tshwane. It is a ward that both the ANC and the DA would always want to have. The ANC would love to have Ward 43. In 2015, they even brought the president of the country to a presidential imbizo. That's how serious they were, to try and convince people to vote for the ANC. But it wasn't enough. So we have to really be thankful that we've got people that are willing to work for the community like our councillor is working. Unfortunately, she's not in the executive. She's not the ward councillor, so certain things would fall outside of her abilities to do, or she might not have the power to do it because she's going to only advise in council as to what we need. But the buck stops for a gentleman called Councillor Lawrence, and he should be leading us. He should be doing more for us as a community. Yeah, and so if you think your vote means nothing, then that's what you'll get. Because you didn't vote, the DA won again. Because you voted for the DA, maybe you voted for the wrong party. So next time, when you vote, think carefully. Don't just vote because you think it looks better in one color and not another. So yeah, I think we're on the right track, Councillor. And people from Easter should wake up now, even in the city of Tshwane. We should start voting with our heads so that we can get the services we deserve.
Yeah.
If you look what happened in the Cape Town, there are many colored people in Cape Town, yet the DA won in Cape Town. And we say that the DA does nothing for colored people. So you can think the people have voted for the party they thought will do for them. So let's not make the same mistakes in Tshwane again. Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you very much, Leader. Leader Roman, I'm going to jump to you now. I hope you are ready. Hashtag stay ready, be ready, never to get ready. So, Leader Roman, kan jy ook net vir onze youth specifically net explain wat het was vir jou om deel te gewees het van die voters registration weekends wat ons gehad het laas jaar en die jaar, as ook die votersdag. Hoe het jy die experience gevind en toe ons finally onze totals hoor, onze results hoor, hoe het het jou laat voel om te weet dat jy was deel van history?
Dankie, Councillor. Om te weet dat ek deel van history was, het was nie 'n slegte besluit nie, dit was 'n goeie besluit. En soos Leader Engels sê, ons moet nou besluite maak met ons koppe, maar kom maar gaan julle die waarheid sê. Maak 'n besluit met jou hart, van jou hart gaan we nooit in die steek laat nie. En om te sien hoe mense uitkom om te vote, is net 'n experience wat niemand kan explain nie. Mense het nooit geweet dat so baie mense in Easters nie. En nie net Easters alleen nie, as mense wat van buitekant af kom om in Easters te vote wat hier gebly het, maar toe trek hulle due to service delivery. Maar ja, dit was net 'n experience wat ek nie kan explain nie, maar dit was baie nice en mense, youth specific, weet julle wat de change het julle in julle hande as jy net die merkie maak, in plaas van om te sit en sê nee, ek gaan nie vote nie. Jy maak 'n mistake as jy sê ek gaan nie vote nie. Because soos ek altyd sê op my TikTok videos, om 'n change te sien, moet jy die change self is. Jy moet nie change is, sodat mense die change in jou kan sien. So, youth, vra julle mooi man, kom uit, maak die merkie by pa. Kyk na, voor ek politiek se join, was ek 'n fan van current situation. En ek het geadmire wat Councillor Debbie doen in die community. Dit is een van die redes hoekom ek eintlik PE gejoin het, om onder haar leadership te wees. En glo my, ek het nie 'n bad decision gemaak, dit was 'n baie goeie decision in my lewe. En dit het 'n baie goeie impact vir my as 'n persoon en as 'n youth. So, youth man, kom ons staan saam. Ons almal soek change. So, kom uit. Kyk, my nommer is 065-982-5280. Om te register, ek sal register. Come 2026, ons maak hy change. Dan weet julle, nou as julle vir Councillor Debbie bel om te sê, Councillor, ons soek 'n change in Easters. Julle gaan die change kry. Van nou die oomblik is hy net 'n PR councillor, maar sy doen baie wat die ander councillors doen nie. En om na die ou mense toe te gaan vir special votes, weet julle nou, die experience wat ek gekry het vir die tydjie van special votes, om in te gaan by harde waar pitbulls is met 'n wheelchair. Ja, dat was bietjie baie, ek het geskrik, maar ek het dit gedoen vir die passion wat ek het vir die ou mense, man. Vir ou mense wat nie kan tot by die voting stations loop nie. Net om in te gaan en, my ding wat ek vir hulle verduidelik is, julle hoef nie op PA te vote nie, maar net die change wat ek ingebring het, toe hulle die PA skippers sien. Nee, my kind, moet nie vir ons sê vir wie moet ons vote nie, maar ons gaan vir julle vote, van julle kom uit, om te worry oor die ou mense wat nie kan kom nie. So guys man, wie is die change, man? Wie is die change? En is nie net 'n change vir jouself nie, is 'n change vir jou kind wat nog gaan kom. Is 'n change vir jou moeder, jou vader, jou suster, jou cousin. So wie is die change, man? Vote 2026, PA. Jy gaan nie die verkeerde besluite maak nie. Staan terug, man.
Ja, dankie daarso. Ja, nee, kyk hier so future leaders in motion. Die style. So, Lida Naps, ek jump gou daar na jou toe. Sê net vir die mense, wat was ons strategy? Wat regtig, soos wat ons nou gehoor het, ek het dit eintlik nou gevoel, né? Because we don't do hard work. We do hard work. So, net vir die feit dat mense daai appreciation gehad het, dat ons uit kon gegaan het. Because ek het die ander parties gesien nie. I didn't see other parties walking the ground like we did. En daar is sekere goeie goedjies wat ons reg gedoen het, wat ek sal sê. Wat ander awards ook kan use it or don't use it, maar ons het dit geuse, ons het nie gejella nie, ons het die tip gevang en ons het gemove met dit. So, Lida Naps, sê net vir eersterse mense, wat ons gedoen het en wat ons weer gaan doen 2026, wanneer ons weer die hele voters registration, weekends, special votes en die votersdag, wat ons reg gedoen het en wat ons gaan opverbeter. Kan jy net vir ons 'n insight gee asseblief?
Ek sê dankie councillor, it was hard work, maar ek wil net explain in so 'n way in. Toe ons gesit as die BC met councillor het ons planne opgetrek en ons het 'n groep gehad en ek noem dit vroumense en mans wat elke dag hulle tyd opgeoffer. Hulle werk was nie ander dinge nie, is nou op te sign, register en kyk waar hulle kan help vir mense wat in need en ook. Ek gaan nou sê in die need punten, maar die is die mense wat uitgegaan het om op te sign en te register. Ons punt was om te register. Nie net alleenlik om op te sign nie, because ons gesien waar leer ek. En die ander ding is ons A-team, ek noem hulle A-team, het uitgegaan na al die verskillende areas, ons het video's getackle. Daai is die mooie part. We went to all the videos in different in our area in. We got 6 videos. And we went and started with video 1. I would say video 1. They went out in their houses to register people. And that's the numbers that we, if no, this is the numbers that coming. Alright? That was our other strategy that we went. The other thing that we tried to make visibility when we go, is it maybe like spinning or maybe at the ground, we make visibility in different areas, same so that people can just see us. We won't only have come and sign them up of register, hulle moet ons in die gesig en gekyk het, hier is nog die stelende mense. And I want to go further than that, wat ons gedoen het, ons was 'n team wat nie teen mekaar gewerk het nie, maar wat saam gewerk het. Elkeen het geweet wat is hulle portfolio, elkeen het geweet wat met hulle report, kom het by die jeug, kom het by die ouderige mense, en die floor het geweet wat is hulle ding wat hulle moet doen. As ons hy kom en weet ons wat is total, het ons al klaar. En dit wat ons altyd report het en goed, because ding is die, ons het 'n plan gehad hoe om te werk. En die plan wat ons gehad het met national election, Kate McKenzie come 29, was om mense te register om te vote, om op die cherry op die koek te sit. Mense gaan kyk die total, wat ons history gemaakt het in Poorten, met die total register voters. Jy weet, ek was self met die tyd met ons registration daar gedoen het, waar ons uitgegaan het, mense gaan sit het, en op die tafel het jy net gesit nie. Die tyd wat ons mense, met die 2 voters registration, ons het net by die tafel gesit nie, mense het nog gegaan, al weet ek was by Piet, ek het weer by Piet gegaan, om sê Piet, moet nie vergeet nie, waarom jou streepie te kom maak. Ek wil areas soos Rachel, wat DA areas gewees het ons overturn in die PA mense. Gaan praat met die ouderige mense, ek speel baie domino's in Ludo, met die ouderige ouens, jy hoor hulle is pa, jy hoor hulle Tadela, soos hulle het sê, hulle praat, en hy was die areas, my concern was by Engel hulle area, maar I was surprised, hoe die mense uitgekom het om PA te kom vote. En dit was onze strategy in goed tyd. Die ander ding is waar ons really needs gehad het in Road 43, where people are really struggling. Talk about flats, Kamnantes, Bonsekersis. We went out of our way to help our people. Not only a PA, but through that, we have even cast votes in. And that's what I want to say to the group, and even the further group in Tswane. Kom ons volg dieselfde prinsip. Results sal kom, maar results sal nie kom as jy nie 'n team is nie en saamwerk nie. Because Roman talk about the mind, the heart play together when God is in charge. And God knows what you want to do and what you want to achieve. God opened the doors so that we can have that victories. En ek wil sê, toe ek pa gejoin het, jy weet, baie mense het baie gepraat, en pa is dit, pa is die, pa is die. Ons het gegaan met dit. Maar ek hou een ding sê, we was even a group on our own, and there was a group on that side. I want to try to focus people to the point where I'm saying when God is in charge of you. I'm the only person that are left. I think we only two on that group. It's myself, Patrice, on that group that are still going on. When I met Councillor, it was not a nice thing. But the Lord have worked that thing out that he must have a forgiving heart so that we can work together. En ek het iets kom leer wat mense is mos altyd nuuskierig, Councillor. Maar hoe is het moontlik jy en Debbie nou saamwerk? Maar hy is uitgegaan daar. Ek sê, you know, God have put us together with the team to have success further. God can open the doors if the hearts and minds is not open for one another. Maak nie saak wat het is nie. But that is the thing what I'm saying. Victory is in the hands of the Lord. And I believe it strongly when you do things in the dark, it will always come out in the light. And that's what I say to people. Don't let people tell you, don't go and vote for Councillor Singh. If you know it's the right thing, go and vote for Councillor Singh. Because that is the right thing. Don't let people persuade you to go do the other things. Try and do that. And I want to say even with the Councillor, you got a plan, and that plan that you have really put before us, we have go after that because you was my leader. And I was after you with the entire team. But success was there because the Lord have know what is right. And the victory have come out. And I'm standing back. Thank you.
Thank you. Baie dankie daarso, Lede Naps. Ja nee, ek het nou, terwyl ek nou luister nou na Lede Naps, daar was baie kere wat mense ons incident wou gebruik het teen ons. Maar the Lord works in mysterious ways. Never did they know that the plan that they have plotted actually backfired. So ons sê dankie. Ja, kyk, die Here is die Here. So Lede Alain, jy weet, toe ek vir jou meet, toe was Melissa nog saam met ons. En een van die mees fondste memories wat ek van haar het, is die eerste dag, Lede, toe ek my t-shirt aangetrek het. If you can remember. Yeah, the very first day, toe ek my t-shirt aantrek, because it took a while, ne? Jy bietjie gesukkel saam met my. Because ek wil nie gebyt het nie. So, en die ding wat het vir my sement is, hoe sy geglo het, né? Sy het regtig geglo in die vision. En baie kere as ek stil sit met myself, en dan dink ek, hoeveel mense in ons eie lewens het ons al verloor, né? Terwyl ons besig is om die werk te doen. En vir my is het so profound, né? That we have come full circle. Kyk, politics mense, dit is 'n ebb en 'n flow. Dit is soos die ocean. It goes in and it moves out. So, met dit gesê, ek weet, ons het van Melissa verloor, ons het jou pa verloor, en hulle was patriots, volle patriots. Ja, hulle was regtig volle patriots. So, ek wil net hê, jy moet net vir mense wat soos ons, né, al mense verloor het, wat geglo het in die droom, in die vision, En wat baie keer doubts het, because ons is maar net mens. Sometimes we have doubts, is die regte ding om te doen. Even me as a leader, sometimes I ask myself, am I doing the right thing? Am I leading my people in the right direction? So I also have that doubts as a leader. So net van jou kant af, leader, you know, being with the party from the start, where we are currently and where we are going. Net onze mense net bemoedig in die sense. Because ja nee, kyk jy is ty soos hy.
Okay. Councillor, basically it's simple. The vision is simple. Like I said, we were forgotten about. We were never included. Daily we see the struggles. So we went on board, myself and Melissa basically, for our children's future. And I think that's what everybody else should think about. Yes, we're there, and there is still a way for us, but the main thing is the future of our children. We have drugs, we have all these horrible things happen in our place, and I think it's the lack of resources, the lack of facilities. I mean, we had in the better days, we had all types of sporting codes, from soccer, tennis, basketball, ballroom, ballet, scouts. So the children had a purpose, and I always say there's somewhere for them to go. But now, in this time, there's nothing for the kids to do. So the future is there, and nobody cares. So we are basically the only ones. Like I always say, we are our heroes. We are the saviors of ourselves. For us, by us. So, like I say, power is what we need to bring change. And teamwork, like they say, bantu. If we stick together, we can accomplish many things. And this is a battle for us, for our survival, for our children's future. If we leave it the way it is, we're going to have no future left at all. So we need to bring the change. We need to bring all our sporting codes back. We know exactly how life was. We know what our cultures are, what our ways are. So only us will understand us. So basically, like I say, there's many people that have come, that have fought the battle, that have died. I mean, Melissa, we went to Beaufort West, where there was nothing and nobody. The DA and the ANC was the only ones there. We went there, you know, yourself, Lady Ingle, his wife, Melissa, myself. She was on her sickest moments. Yet her mind was set on the vision. We need to go there, we need to set up this place. And there, we worked there, we spoke from the heart. And we knew the needs, because one colored place is exactly like all the other colored places. And there it was. We won Beaufort West. We brought change there. Never mind the negative things that they're talking about. Go there and see the change. Pools have been restored. I mean, we've got all these same challenges here by us. Our sporting facilities are not properly. Our pools are not properly serviced and taken care of. So we need to get on board and fix all these things and give our children the future. Because that is where the sporting scouts come in. At these places, soccer games, rugby games, cricket games, tennis games, to seek all the future champions. And from this community, there's been many champions of various levels, whether it's from TV to sporting, all over. There's many champions, and I personally believe there's many more champions coming out of this place. We just need to set everything straight for them.
Yeah. Yes, no, definitely. Yeah, now, kyk so, hey, we need to really step up, us as parents, us as grandparents, to be able to teach our children or lead our children better moving forward. So, in conclusion, gaan ek net vra net vir die leaders om net 'n vinnige word of advice, thought, inspiration, motivation, whatever you want to call it, net te share saam in ons community, met ons community, because it is not always easy, and sometimes, at times, it seems impossible, but I'm possible is wat impossible eintlik is. So, Leader Roman, van jou kant af asseblief, vir die youth.
Okay, youth, like, from a positive view, like, kyk man, ons allemaal gaan deur challenges, face challenges elke dag. No? Maar wat ek kan sê vir julle is, like, as jy agteroor gaan sit en sê, ag, dit is die einde van die wêreld. Dit is glad nie die einde van die wêreld nie. Daar's meer in store vir ons, maar die change begin in onsself. En as julle die groen trein wil join, man, like, feel free. Ek weet baie van julle ken my, baie van julle like, sien my op Facebook, nou en dan is ek met my youth. Ons is elke week visible, man, tot ons like, gaan lunch en in ander woorden gaan, om die plan verder aan te vat. Because, guys, die plan wat ek gereceive het van Councilor Debbie af, die plan wat ons mee gehol het vir 29 Mei, is ek nou bezig om naar die youth te vat. Ek hardloop mijn councilor se plan in die youth. Maar ek kan het nie alleen doen nie. Ek nodig julle allemaal. Kom ons kom by mekaar, man. Julle is maar, like, soos Leader Lane sê, die sporting facilities. Het maak my hart seer van, ek het groot geraak, daar was 'n tenniskort, daar was sokker, daar was netbal, daar was al die sports op school. Mas julle nie daai nie, julle soek mos die sportsman terug om die skool, en julle soek die sportsman terug in die community kom. So, laat ons saam staan as die youth, man, en dan vat ons die ding aan. Because guys, ek is nie snaaks nie. Vir my, wat in 'n wheelchair is, wat wheelchair rugby speel, like, guys, man, kyk jy, moenie maak laat 'n wheelchair jou lewe determine ook nie. Van as baie buitekant. Wheelchair rugby het my baie geleer. Ek het mense met disabilities as ek sien hoe lewe mense. Maar kom ek gaan vir julle so sê, as jy 'n disability nie, ons is nog steeds able bodies, because ons doen goede wat baie able bodies nie kan doen nie. So ek vra julle, man, youth, kom staan saam met ons, man. Soos ons maar sê, ons staan cement vas en ons bysa nie. So ek vra julle, kom, laat ons uitrein, die groen trein, laat aan die brand kry, man. Ek gaan maar alle taal gebruik, laat ons hom aan die brand kry. Because 2026, laat ons maak dat Councilor Debbie in power is. Laat sy vir ons kan goed doen wat ons wil hê. Soos in bijvoorbeeld sports facilities. Nou by oomlik is onze pres, die Minister of Sports and Arts and Culture. Weet hoe nice is die? Weet hoe nice is die? En by the way, community van Eersteres. My hart is eintlik seer vir een iets. Ons spin is in Eersteres. Wil iets goed doen. Maar dan wil ons as die community van Eersteres die mense afdruk. Kom ons los die, waar ons eie mense wil afdruk. Ons is eintlik supposed om hard te wees om die mense te uplift. Van, ek is nog youth, ek as youth, like, om iemand te sien spin, man, like, dat is die enigste plek waar het vol is. Soccer games is nie so vol so spins nie. Dat is die enigste, like, spins nou by oomlik, is, ek het 'n video gesien, is, like, het bring nasies by mekaar. Het bring nasies by mekaar, het bring swart, Indian, colored, boere by mekaar. Want het is 'n dag waar ons allemaal saam staan en dit geniet. So mense van Eersteres, asseblief, my vra julle mooi, man, as 'n youth, moenie onze spinners afdruk nie, man. Wees die change om hulle te sê, nee, like, kom ons uplift hulle. Because, soos Pres gesê het in een van hom lives, hy sê, like, spins is veel beter as, ja, spins hou gangfights. Dit stop gangfights. Dit stop drugs, man. Like, van, as jy daar so is, jy worry nie oor die next fix nie. Your mind is op die next week. Your mind is net daar, you're like, yo, kyk hoe daai enetjie gespin, kyk hoe daai enetjie gespin. So youth asseblief man, ek vra julle mooi man. En mense van Easterus. Support die spins van Easterus. Support die mense van Stans. So sal ons 'n change maak in die youth en in die community van meeste van ons youth is spinners, meeste van hulle se karre is gedrop. So asseblief my mense, like, kom aan man, laat ons by mekaar staan. Kom ons staan by mekaar en op mekaar afdruk om 'n change te maak in die future wat nog gaan kom. En ek staan terug man.
Baie dankie. Leader Engel, from
Okay.
your side.
Thank you, Councillor. I want to leave you with the following. If you look around and you like what you see, then do what you've been doing. Don't get involved. But even a blind man can see we're in trouble in this community. We're in trouble in this country. So get involved if you want to make a change. Get involved in your community. Get involved in a political party, because that's the only way you can exercise your will on the government. So that's all I can say to you. Get involved.
I want to say thanks, you come to once more, and I want to give the Lord all the glory and praise for this opportunity. The word of the Lord teaches us one body. The ear can't work without the eye. The eye can't work without the hands. The hands can't work without the feet. I want to say to my community, let me take the pride back, how Easterus was. Firstly, that our children know the Lord as a personal Savior, and that we as parents be the parents of our children, so that we can ask the Lord to give us that strength, that our children can grow in the ways of our Lord Jesus Christ, so that we can work with one body, because I believe strongly, if the body of Christ is not in the house where men and a woman and the children can be as one, how can we change the outside of my house? Let me give the Lord opportunity, so when it comes to 2026, as Mr. Singh have said, do what you do the best, and that is to be part and parcel of this green train, the PA, because there's no better party that I can see now that can take this community forward. Everything will go on if we can just have that mind. I just want to leave you with this verse, and it's a verse that is strongly at my heart, and I believe strongly. It say in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not unto thy own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct the path. It's a commandment that God have given unto us, not to put our trust in man, but in God, because God used men to direct us in a way. As we say, as the PA, come and vote for us, come 2026. As we see the PA around in your area, if you're not voted or registered, please approach us, we will register you. But let me go as a unit of Easterus. You want to see sport, you want to see crime, you want to see drugs, you want to see alcohols, and the fifth one is where you don't see domestic against women and children. As we work together as the PA, that's what I'm standing, and I'm standing back. God loves you.
Okay, short and sweet. Participate. Get involved. If you want to see change, be change. Get involved with anything that's happening in the community. Participate in anything. Be part of the children's lives. Support them. And the greatest key, your vote. Your vote matters. That's the key to change. So if you want to see change, be part of the change. Thank you.
Yes, no, definitely. Your vote is your voice. Your vote is your power. Thy style. So from me, in the words of Mark Twain, the two most important days in your life is the day when you are born and the day when you discover why. So this is just the first of many, I hope, where we can come out and teach our people on the ground politics, where you also get a feel of what happens in the background of politics and also what it takes to actually be a virgin in politics. That style. So from me to you, wherever you are, wherever you at, all I can say is they must feel us. And if you didn't know, now you know.